Tonight, there is an agreement to launch an independent investigation into every aspect of the University of Minnesota's athletic department.
The U president and the chair of the Board of Regents met this morning. Their decision comes on the heels of former Athletic Director Norwood Teague's resignation amid claims of sexual harassment. We've now learned 2 prior discrimination complaints involving Teague were settled. As WCCO's Jennifer Mayerle reports, the scandal is also raising questions at the legislature.
My first thought was, I bet this won't be the last of that.
And Higher Education Chair Senator Terry Bonoff was right. Just days after Norwood Teague resigned as a U of M athletic director, news of discrimination settlements where he was athletic director surfaced. In 2012, a Virginia Commonwealth basketball coach was awarded $125,000, and the U of M awarded a fired associate athletic director $175,000 in 2013. That, coupled with sexual harassment claims from a Star Tribune reporter, prompted a meeting between the University of Minnesota President Eric Kaler and Dean Johnson, chair of the Board of Regents, to call for a complete audit of the athletic department as well as a thorough look at employment practices.
We also would like to hire an employment attorney to look at the culture and employment practices within the department. We want to be transparent. We do not want to sweep this under the rug.
Johnson was on the Board of Regents in 2012 when 2 search committees assured the board Teague was an ideal candidate.
When I asked the question, were there any signs or signals of inappropriate activities on behalf of Mr. Teague, there was no sign.
Bonoff calls the latest revelations disappointing.
These are taxpayer dollars.
And she calls for changes at the legislative level.
I think we ought to question, is there a threshold where when a settlement happens, there's transparency, where the legislature knows and we're really a window to the public.
Bonoff also wants to look at what's going on in the workplace in Minnesota and around the country to make sure women feel safe and protected. And the lawyer for a former U of M PhD student says the school did not do enough when his client came forward with sexual harassment claims. She said her research advisor sexually harassed her while on out-of-town research trips. Her attorney says an investigation found the advisor did violate the school's sexual harassment policy. But Joe Larson says for 3 months after his clients reported the harassment, she had to continue working with the man responsible.
This seems to be an institutional-wide problem at the University of Minnesota. In the litigation that I've seen, they have failed to follow even their own policies on reporting these and taking these to the appropriate departments where they can be investigated.
Now, Larson told me his client resigned before finding out the claim was being investigated. Her lawsuit, which was filed in 2013, is currently being heard in federal court, Frank.
Is the one that Larson's doing involve the athletic department or just the university?
It does not, just the university.
All right. Thanks, Jen. Stay with WCCO 4 News for continuing coverage of the fallout from the resignation of Norwood Teague.